And now, marine weather around Alaska.
Starting off the marine segment with sea ice analysis finished this afternoon, just moments ago, showing the open area here in the Chukchi Sea slowly diminishing, getting smaller, with ice increasing here to the south across this area into the western coast there. And sea ice will continue to slowly expand and thicken here tomorrow and through the weekend. And for the satellites on the mind here, tonight's surface forecast here, low pressure weakens as it drifts up to just south of the Kenai Peninsula there. That's going to keep it breezy and on the wet side for the North Gulf Coast. On down the southeast coast as that trough swings in. Dry over the interior with light winds, gusty north winds out here with areas of snow and snow showers from the Chukchi Sea all the way down across the Pribilofs to the Alaska Peninsula. And tomorrow, that pattern holds and slips eastward a little bit as this ridge out here begins to move eastward ahead of the next storm way out there to the west. This low moves up and weakens here over the Kenai Peninsula, and then the next day drops southeastward here over the southeastern Gulf of Alaska. That pushes one more trough into the Panhandle for Saturday. Otherwise, not too bad over the interior, kind of a quiet pattern setting up with a high pressure here over the eastern Bering Sea. System out to the west slides down to the southeast on Saturday, beginning to increase the winds late in the day over the western central Aleutians, and then overnight tomorrow night and Sunday, that brings gale force winds back in to all of the Aleutians. And for the southwest coast, or for the southeast coast tomorrow, along the entire coast, southwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Lynn Canal, Glacier Bay, Stevens Passage, south at 25, south at 20 for Clarence Strait. And for Saturday, south coast here, southwest wind 15 to 20 knots, sea still up there around 15 feet. And for the north coast, light winds at about 10 knots from the south to northeast with seas 11 to 13 feet. Lynn Canal, south at 15. Clarence Strait, southeast at 20, and Stevens Passage, south wind 20 knots. Prince William Sound tomorrow, south winds 25 knots. North Gulf Coast, small craft advisories, southwest or south-southwest winds 25 to 30 knots. West at 25 for the Barren Islands, west winds 30 knots for Kamishak Bay. Cook Inlet, south to southwest at 20 to 25 with 5 to 6 foot seas. Then the winds swing around to the north and northeast for Cook Inlet on Saturday at 15 to 20 knots with 3 to 4 foot seas. And we've got northwest winds at 30 knots for Kamishak Bay, 25 knots there for the Barren Islands. North Gulf Coast, east to northeast, 15 to 20 knots, northeast 15 for Prince William Sound. Kodiak Island tomorrow, small craft advisories, southwest to west winds at 25 to 30 knots. West winds 30 to 35 knots here for the Alaska Peninsula, and about the same there in Bristol Bay with seas up to 10 feet. And then for Saturday, the Alaska Peninsula, Bristol Bay, Kodiak Island, all areas, pretty uniform wind with winds out of the northwest at 25 knots. And for the eastern Aleutians, on Friday, west-northwest winds at 30 knots, west 25 knots for the central Aleutians, western Aleutians, southwest at 30 knots. And for the western Aleutians, gale warnings, southeast winds 35 to 45 knots for the eastern Aleutians, north to northwest winds 15 to 25 knots. And along the southwest coast tomorrow, as well as St. Lawrence Island, Norton Sound, the Pribilof, St. Matthew Island, all these locations looking at northwest winds at 30 knots with 7 to 12 foot seas. And for Saturday, Pribilof Islands, northwest at 20, southwest 25 for St. Matthew Island. Northwest 25 to 30 knots here along the southwest coast. Northwest at 25 for St. Lawrence Island, northwest 30 for Norton Sound. And for the central and eastern Beaufort Sea coast Friday, northeast breeze at 15, east 15 for the western Arctic coast, and 25 to 35 knot winds there for the Chukchi Sea out of the north and northwest. And then for Saturday, for the Chukchi Sea, north to northwest, 25 to 30 knots, north at 15 for the western Arctic coast, north at 10 for the central coast, And then winds picking up to 25 knots as you head east there from Kaktovik to Demarcation Point at about 25 knots.